Alright, so these are my index cards for my speech today. Alright, and this is the room that I'll be doing it due to the renovation. This is the best that we can do. And now I will give my phone to my mom, who will be recording this. And as you know, this is my visual aid, and here is a stopwatch. When I press start, I will begin speaking my speech. When I say thank you, which is the end of my speech, my mom will make sure that she can read the time so that you can record the time. My title of my speech is The Show Must Go On. Alright, so how many of you guys know this person by a show of hands? Okay, you might know him as Queen or Freddie Mercury. But did you know that his real name was Farrokh Bulsara? He legally changed his name around the 1970s, where Queen was then formed. Farrokh Bulsara was a legendary singer who had an impact on music and society. I chose Farrokh Bulsara for my tribute speech because to me, he was my inspiration from my passion for music to learn instruments such as piano and percussion. Today, I'll be talking about some uncommon facts that you guys might not know about Farrokh Bulsara and how Farrokh Bulsara had an impact on society. So let's jump right ahead. The first thing that I'm going to be talking to you guys are two uncommon facts about Farrokh Bulsara that you might not know. And the first one is going to be about the song Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I'm going to be talking about how it came to be. Stacy Conrad, writer of The Mental Floss on September 5th, 2019, talked about how Farrokh Bulsara wrote this song in a bathtub in a hotel at night. Farrokh Bulsara had a pen and piece of paper as he was writing his lyrics, but he realized that he needed a rhythm and some music to help finish the lyrics. So he actually called the hotel front desk to bring a piano in next to the bathtub, which is crazy, but interesting. Another uncommon fact I want to share with you that Stacy Conrad also mentioned in her article was that Farrokh Bulsara was very, very shy. He did not conduct that many interviews. And to me, I found that ironic because when I was a kid, when people would tell me about Queen, I saw his performances, I thought he was confident and energetic. But as bandmate Roger Taylor, who was the band from Queen, said, quote, "In real life, nobody knew Freddie," unquote. So those were two uncommon facts about Farrokh Bulsara. Now I'm going to move on about his impact on society. And what else can we say from the song Bohemian Rhapsody? Now, what does Bohemian Rhapsody mean? Well, Bohemian means artist, and Rhapsody means fantasy. And there are many interpretations and opinions on how and why Farrokh Bulsara wrote this song. However, in my opinion, I feel like Farrokh Bulsara wrote this song to express his way of life in a symbolic way, which then made it the most popular song in the 1970s. However, David Chu, writer of the New York Times, on December 27th, 2005, said that even today, the song still rocks, even after 30 years. People are still listening to it and are jamming to it. And there are even covers for this song. Carrie Reed, writer of the PBS NewsHour, on October 31st, 2015, said that even in 2009, the Muppets covered their own song of Bohemian Rhapsody. I watched it 2 weeks ago. They made it through YouTube, and it was really amazing, and it was very fantastic. So I think for Bohemian Rhapsody, I feel like it's a global song because in the lyrics, there are different languages that are used, and the thing is that everyone was listening to it and jamming with it, which was very a creative art masterpiece by Farrokh Bulsara. The next part about how he had an impact on society was the anti-LGBT and AIDS. Nick Levine, writer of the BBC Culture, on October 11th, 2019, said in the article how Farrokh Bulsara never mentioned that he was gay and that he had AIDS until his very last performance before he passed away. And I feel that I was surprised when I first read that. However, we just mentioned in the speech that he was a very shy person. So it makes sense that he would not come out of the closet right away. But in the end, I'm still proud of him because in the end, he came out of the closet and he told the whole world in the front of a big crowd that he was not afraid of who he was and that he is who he is. And I think that's one of the best qualities you can ever have. So as you can see, Farrokh Bulsara was a very legendary man. So in conclusion, we have learned today two uncommon facts about Farrokh Bulsara and how he had an impact on society. I want to end this speech with a quote from Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth once said, quote, "Heroes will be remembered, but legends will never die," unquote.